Vidya Prakashan Mandir Private Limited.
A very good morning to all the students of class 5. Dear student, I am Vijeta, your SST teacher. Dear student, today we will study the first chapter of social science named as The Globe, a Model of the Earth. Dear student, we will study this chapter from the book Our Land, Our World. So, dear student, let's begin with the chapter 1. Dear student, very first you should know what are the learning objectives of this chapter or what you will learn in this chapter. So, dear student, in this chapter you will learn about the globe. Secondly, you will learn about longitude. Thirdly, you will learn about latitude. And lastly, you will learn about the position of places in the globe. So, dear student, let's begin with the chapter 1, the globe, a model of the earth. So, dear student, as you can see in my screen, this is the pictorial part of earth, which you know the color of earth is seems like blue. Why it seems like blue? Because most of the part of earth is covered by water and the color of water is blue. So it looks like blue lighted ball. So what is the shape of earth? This is again very important question. So the answer is like sun and moon, our earth is also spherical in a shape. Dear student, before the Apollo flights to moon, man had never seen whole earth at a glance. But now we know, we seen the pictures which came from moon. It is look like a blue lighted ball. Dear student, but it is slightly flat or at the top and its bottom like an orange. So dear student, as you can see in my screen, this is the chapter 1 and this is just a beginning of the chapter. So dear student, this is the solar system of the galaxy. As I am highlighting it, this is because this is very important part. The earth seems very big to us, but it is just one small planet in a group of planets called solar system. What is solar system? The solar system is a group of planet जहाँ पर सभी planets के ग्रुप सारे planets एक ग्रुप में होते हैं, उसे क्या बोलते हैं? Solar system बोलते हैं. As I am highlighting it because it is very important. What is solar system? So a group of planet is called solar system. So dear student, let's move ahead to know the chapter. Dear student, as I am highlighting it, planets are all solid masses. They are non-burning balls of gases like the stars or the sun. The planets move round the sun. जो सारे planet होते हैं वो सूरज के चारों ओर चक्कर लगाते हैं in different definite paths called orbits. So what is orbit? So the answer is the planet moves around the sun in different paths. अलग-अलग पार्ट्स में अलग-अलग रास्तों में घूमते हैं जिसे हम क्या कहते हैं? ऑर्बिट कहते हैं. The shape of the earth is like an orange. What is the shape of earth? The shape of earth is like an orange. There are continents, countries and cities on its surface. तो इसके surface में क्या है? Continents हैं, countries हैं और cities हैं. There are plains, mountains, plateaus, valleys, rivers and oceans also. Great variety of plants and animals live there. We cannot visit every place on earth to study and know about it. Therefore, a model of a earth is used for studies. So basically, बच्चों हम अगर हमें अर्थ को स्टडी करना है तो हम एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाना हमारे लिए थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट होता है, तो हम उसको एक मॉडल से समझते हैं और उस मॉडल को ही हम ग्लोब कहते हैं. तो लेट्स मूव अहेड टू अंडरस्टैंड द ग्लोब, which is our first learning objective of the chapter. What is globe? So globe is a small spherical model of the earth. What is globe? Globe is a small spherical model of the earth. It shows, इसमें क्या क्या चीजें दिखती हैं? Continents, countries, cities, rivers and oceans. The boundaries of different continents, countries and oceans are shown by line. तो जो countries की, continents की boundaries होती हैं उन्हें हम line से globe में दिखाते हैं. There are 7 continents in all. तो कितने continents हैं globe में? 7 continents हैं. They are North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Europe, Australia and Antarctica. Dear student, as you can see in my screen too, there are 7 continents in all. They are North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Europe, Australia and Antarctica. Dear student, continents are large masses of land. What is continents? The continents are large masses of land. Large bodies of water are known as oceans. What is oceans? Large bodies of water are known as oceans. They are Pacific. The name of oceans are Pacific, Atlantic, Indian and Arctic. We can find them easily on the globe. We can also compare their size too. We can see which country are nearer to each other and which lie away. So dear student, this is the pictorial part of the globe. As you can see in my screen, this is the 7 continents in peach color or light orange color, as you can see. So the upper part of the globe is northernmost point part and the south pole is the southernmost point at the bottom. The earth rotates on its axis. जो एक बीच का पॉइंट है अर्थ ये साउथ पोल के ऊपर उस पे रोटेट करती है, घूमती है. एक्सिस इज अ रियल और इमेजिनरी स्ट्रेट लाइन. अगर आप इसमें एक स्ट्रेट लाइन करते हैं, नीचे एक स्ट्रेट लाइन करते हैं, तो वो एक इमेजिनरी लाइन होती है जिसके चारों तरफ ग्लोब मूव करता है. सो okay, as I am also highlighting it, okay, the earth rotates on its axis. Axis is a real or imaginary straight line around which body rotates. As I have already discussed it with you, the earth axis is imaginary straight line running from one pole to other through the very middle of the globe. At any time we can see only a part of the globe. We turn the globe on its axis to see other part. Dear student, there are many circular, semicircular lines on the globe. As you can see, I am marking it. These are the lines. So these are imaginary lines drawn in order to make it easier to locate places. A circle is drawn exactly in the middle between two poles. This is called equator. What is equator? A circle is drawn exactly in the middle between the two poles. As I am again highlighting it, this is the equator. This is the equator line. Okay, so this is called equator. I am removing it. it divides the earth into two equal parts. As you can see in my screen too, this is the middle line, and the upper part is a north pole, and bottom part is south pole. So top half is called northern hemisphere, and the bottom half is called southern hemisphere. The word hemi means half. Hemi means, what is the meaning of hemi? Hemi means half. So half circle, above part is north pole or northern part, and below part is southern hemisphere. So dear student, this is all about the globe. Let's understand latitude. What is latitude? So dear student, the circular lines running from east to west to on a globe are called lines of latitude. Dear student, as I am okay. So dear student, basically these lines, as I am highlighting it, these lines is called, okay, these line is called lines of latitude, which is running from east to west on the globe, is called line of latitude. As you can also see in my screen, the line run parallel to each other, east to west in the globe. Okay, they never cut each other because they are parallel to each other, so they never cut each other. Each complete lines of latitude in a circle. The equator is the central line of latitude, as we have already discussed it. What is equator? The center line of the globe. All the other lines are numbered from this line of reference. They are measured in degree from 0 degree to 90 degree. The equator is said to be at 0 degree. So the equator, the middle line is said to be at 0 degree. Middle line में 0 degree को हम mention करते हैं. There are 90 degree of latitude north of the equator and 90 degree of latitude south of the equator. For convenience, the latitude are drawn at an interval of 10 degree each. The latitudes north of the equator are labeled as N, and south of the equator is labeled as S. N means north, S means south. The latitudes become shorter and shorter as move away from the equator. जैसे जैसे वो इक्वेटर से ऊपर जाता है या दूर जाता है तो वो छोटा होता जाता है. The lines of equator is the longest 90 degree north and 90 degree south are only points. So besides the equator, there are some other important latitudes among other things. These latitudes help in dividing Earth into different climate zones. So these latitudes have their special names. So very first, Tropic of Cancer. This is at 33.5 degree north. Tropic of Capricorn, which is at 23.5 degree south. Arctic Circle, which is at 66.5 degree north. Antarctic Circle, which is at 66.5 degree south. So dear student, this is very basic and important part of latitude, and this is very helpful to understand the model of globe. Let's understand longitude. So dear student, as you can see in my screen, this is the picture of latitude line. This is the picture of latitude lines, as you can see in my screen, the half is equator, which is at 0 degree. So, dear student, as we have already discussed, these lines are, which is east to south, these lines are called latitude line. Lines of latitude which are parallel to each other. So, dear student, as you can, we have already discussed this topic. So, at 0 degree, this is equator. As we move ahead, this जैसे जैसे हम ऊपर जाते हैं, जैसे जैसे हम इसके से दूर जाते हैं, वैसे ही ये लाइंस क्या है, छोटी होती जाती है, हमसे आई मीन इक्वेटर से दूर होती जाती हैं. So these are the latitude lines. Okay, these are the latitude lines. Let's discuss longitude. So, dear student, as you can see in my screen, the semicircular line running from north to south pole. These lines, north to south pole, are called line of longitude. What is line of longitude? The semicircular lines which is running from north pole to south pole are called lines of longitude. Dear student, as I am highlighting it, each of them has the same length. They are not parallel to each other. Dear student, as you can also see in my screen, these lines have same length. These lines, okay? They meet at the two poles. They cut all the parallel latitude laying on their way. इनके रास्ते में जो भी latitude lines आती हैं ऐसे, उनको क्या करते हैं, ये आपस में कट करते हैं. The lines of longitude are also called meridian of longitude. The meridians emerging from a pole make angles with one another. As you can see in my screen too, the total of all the angles at point is 360 degree. This is 360 degree. So 360 meridian can be drawn for convenience. The longitude are drawn at interval of 15 degree each. So dear student, since all the meridians are equal in length, the numbering in degrees can start from any meridian. In 1884, all countries are agreed that the lines of longitude should be numbered from the meridian passing through the observatory at Greenwich near London. The meridian is called the prime meridian or Greenwich meridian. Dear student, this is very important that you should know, and this is the pictorial grid of longitude and latitude lines. All the longitude lines cut latitude lines. It is numbered 0 degree. For convenience, we count 180 degree from 0 degree to 180 degree east and from 0 degree to 180 west. This is east to west part. It is numbered as 0 degree. For convenience, we count 180 degree from 0 degree and 180 degree east and from 0 degree to 180 degree west. Dear student, at 180 degree east and 180 degree west, at 180 degree east, as I am again highlighting it, and at 180 degree west from the same line. Therefore, 180 degree meridian is neither east nor west. The 180 degree meridian is located exactly opposite to 0 degree meridian on the globe. The 0 degree meridian on one side and the 180 degree meridian on other side divide the Earth equal into two halves. These halves are called Eastern Hemisphere, as the word hemi means half. Eastern Hemisphere and the Western Hemisphere. So basically, at 0° meridian on one side and 180° meridian on other side, they divide globe. The east part is Eastern Hemisphere and the west part is Western Hemisphere. So, dear student, this is all about longitude. Let's discuss last learning objective of the chapter, that is location of places on a globe. Let's discuss it. So, dear student, let's understand location of places on a globe. How you find or how you calculate the position of a place in a globe. Here we are taking the example of Delhi. How we can find the location of Delhi. So, dear student, Delhi is in India. On the globe, as I am highlighting it, on the globe, a network of latitudes and longitudes is drawn. This is called the grid. What is grid? A network of latitudes and longitude is drawn, which is called grid. The grid helps in locating place. So, in Delhi, latitude is 29° north and longitude is 70° east cross. Then we can say that position of Delhi at globe is 29° north. This is the northern part, 29° north and 77° east. 77° east. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is the 29° north and this is 77° east. So this is the position of Delhi in our globe. Same as you can find any other city in the globe. So this is all about the chapter 1. Dear student, we will discuss next chapter in our next class. Thank you.
Vidya Prakashan Mandir Private Limited.